I'm going to invite one of her friends. His name is Chaplain Don Anderson, and he's going to come up and give us a few words now. Kevin, I'm impressed.
I'm messing up all over the place. It's all good. It's hard to do right now.
Okay. We talked the other day. I was Karen's hospice chaplain. And I want you to know that hospice, it was a privilege to be part of Kevin and Michael and Belinda's life, and especially Karen's life in her last days. I first visited with Karen the last few days of last month, and then last Friday went by to see her, and she had declined, and called Belinda, and I said, Belinda, you need to simply kind of start considering final plans for your mom. And then she passed away last Sunday. Karen Elaine Kibbe, born August the 19th, 1944. She passed from this life last Sunday, September the 8th, 2013. We're gathered here today to honor her and to celebrate her life and to remember and to rejoice in all the things she's all about. And you've just seen a lot of what she's all about. This beautiful place here, the symbolism, the poetry she wrote. Incredible. The songs that were sung and requested are a reflection of her life, and the little things that you're about to do as we remember her life. Just kidding. First person that I've ever known of Noahide faith. We had a little talk about that. My faith tradition is Christian. As a matter of fact, I believe her faith tradition was Christian at one time. And of course, Native American heritage. And I don't know what else. But she was a very complex and interesting person. You didn't have to tell me that. She was. And so today, she's left behind by Michael and his wife Kim and Belinda and her husband Matthew and Kevin and Karen O'Neill and 5 grandchildren and all of you, many friends that are thinking about the loss today. So we come together here in bittersweet, as it always is when somebody passes from this life to the next. We rejoice in the fact that she's not in pain anymore. We rejoice in the fact that who she was. Well, she left evidence of that. The fact that she was a mother, grandmother, they all called her Ina, for what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got so many stories. I imagine everyone here could tell a story about you. I will tell you this, that in my ministry to her, I didn't have to do very much. She had things kind of set up and kind of, she had thought through her life. She was in still some denial about her physical condition. So death did come to her pretty swiftly. And that is a blessing in disguise for all of us. That death would come with ending the suffering. And so, what can we turn to in times like these? And I will tell you, one common thing that you will find, and I was sharing this with Kevin the other day, with all of us chaplains that are in hospice work, we have all had some disappointment either with the church or with God. And I tell I see a lot of people nodding their heads saying, yeah, I'm with you. But I will tell you this, who we turn to at times like these, it's the one that we have the problem with a lot of times in our life, and that is our eternal Father. I want to offer you some words today, because there's an old Spanish proverb that says this: there is no home in all the land which will not sooner or later have its hush. It became a reality when the hush came to Karen's home when she passed away. That hush will all come to all of our homes at one time or another in our lifetime. And so how do we handle it? Who do we turn to? Now go to the words of the old scriptures from David that had a life of turmoil. He was a king, and he wrote these words that I think will bring comfort to us today. And then I'll close this in prayer. David said this: the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When I first heard that, I was thinking, the Lord is my shepherd and I don't want him? That doesn't make any sense. But he was really meaning, I want, because he's my shepherd, there is nothing in this world that I could want. He provides it all. He is the Jehovah Jireh, the one that provides for me. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And God is with us all today, as he was with David. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The rod and the staff of the shepherd is there to poke the sheep and to get the sheep when he fell down, to catch him by the neck, by that little crook in the stick there, and pull him back up to safety. That's what God was to him. He says, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, and thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. He was blessed. And we are blessed. And Karen is blessed. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. If you seek God today, I promise you will find him. In times like these, when we have no one else to turn to, God is near. This may be a time for spiritual tune-up for some today, but God uses it all. Nothing is wasted in this life. Even death is not wasted. So, seek the Lord and you'll find him today. He will bring you peace and comfort. If you would like to talk more about that as we fellowship and celebrate her life today, I'd love to spend some time talk a little bit more about that and give you direction. But let's go to the Lord right now. Let's ask him to do what only he can do. God, thank you so much for your presence. We thank you for who you are as our creator. We know that we look back into the Torah, into what the Christian world calls the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And we see the whole history of how mankind began and how we turned our back on you and how you provided a perfect sacrifice through a lamb to bring us, to forgive us of our sins and to cover our sins because of the broken relationship that we have. It's all there in your word, in the Holy Scriptures. And so God, today we desire to have relationship with you today through the death of Karen. So God, we call out to you, we're seeking you. And Lord, I pray that today those that are seeking you will find you. I pray this today in your almighty name.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. My mother, she always thought it was hot, and so when we're at these kind of events, she's like, oh God, can't we just have a breeze? Well, the breeze is coming, and it's blowing out the light, so. She's giving us the breeze. So the next part of this is we're going to do the lighting ceremony.